And we are live on YouTube. Good morning. I'm Hot Mustard. This is virtually Speaking of SAC, our third week doing this in the fall semester of the year 2021. Oh, joy. And we're joined here this morning with San Antonio College President, Dr. Robert Vela. Good morning.
Good morning, Hot Mustard. You said 2021. That's just about over, isn't it?
It almost is.
It's on the tail end of it. That is just hard to imagine. But anyway, I just an observation.
Yes. So today we're having a rock and roll event going on here at San Antonio College campus. And so we're looking for prospective students that are ready to go to college. And the beautiful part about it is it's not like if you missed out on getting in the fall term, don't worry, because you can still get in on the fall term. We have this thing that's called Flex 2.
Right.
It's a great opportunity to come in. It's an 8-week session. So instead of 16 weeks for the whole semester, it's only 8 weeks. It's crammed in together. It's condensed, and I think it's packaged very neatly. I like Flex courses.
I think a lot of students are with you, Hot Mustard, but you're absolutely right. I think a lot of students maybe showed up on the day of or the last day of registration and said, "Oh my gosh, I missed it." You actually did not miss it. You're absolutely right. We've got a Flex 2 start date, which is, as you said, an 8-week condensed semester, which still allows you to onboard this fall semester. The beauty of it is that those students, Hot Mustard, for whatever reason, well, we know we kind of have some hunches there, but those students actually do very, very well in those 8-week sessions. Why? Because they take less classes. Maybe they sign up for 6 hours. They're 8 weeks. They have time on task. They're focused on those 2 classes or 1 class, and they actually do a lot better, than a traditional 16-week course. So I want to encourage our students to say, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do an 8-week course." I think you can. I think it's manageable. Plus, we don't really put courses out there that are not designed for 8 weeks that will, we don't want to set students up for failure. So there are some classes out there that we just don't put in an 8-week session because it's just too condensed. But the ones that do fit that particular modality, we do. And I think students are very successful.
Yeah. I mean, you could take 4 courses during a 16-week semester, 4 courses. So you probably have 2 classes a day, and then you have assignments due every day. So you're trying to juggle 4 different topics. But what's nice about the Flex courses, you can do Flex 1, 2 courses, and you're only dealing with 2 topics.
That's right.
And then Flex 2, you get to jump on 2 other topics.
That's right. And then we'll offer a wintermester, for those students that say, well, you know what, I only want to take 1. But guess what? We'll offer a wintermester over the winter break. And in 3 weeks, you could end up with a full credit somewhere. I mean, and those students actually do outperform all the other parts of term. So because it's focused, you're not really concentrating, as you said, on 2 or 3 other subjects. And students traditionally do well in the wintermester too. So don't think, hey, just sign up, and register. And we've got so many different parts of term for you that you can really get ahead or catch up, whichever one you're doing.
Yep. So come on down, San Antonio College. Today, we're going to be here 9 a.m. to 5 in the Moody Learning Center. It's the big, tall building right in the middle of campus. And it's the Rock and Roll event. The one-day enrollment, registration, everywhere that you would need to go when you come up here. Instead of having to go to this office and this office and this office, we're in one spot, one-stop shop.
That's it. And I think we've got a lot of volunteers. We have faculty, staff, and our student leaders out there helping all our students. So don't be afraid. Don't second guess it. Just show up. We'll lead you. We'll lead the way, and we'll get you registered and get you onboarded here at this award-winning institution.
Yes. and because of the rock and roll event, usually we have our COVID testing in the Moody Learning Center. But because of that event today, testing is going to be in gym number 2 of the Candler Physical Education Center, and that's over on the west side of the campus.
South. Is it more southwest side? Maybe. Yeah.
Southwest side of the campus.
Yeah. Near the new parking garage off of San Pedro Boulevard, right? I think.
Yes.
And it's open. The new garage is open, so just park right in there and go over to Candler, and you're right there. So
Let's see. Also, interesting news on campus. The Rainbow Crosswalk is back.
Yes.
It is back.
It's back. And it's bright. And it's got some glitter to it. I don't know if you noticed. I guess that's part of the whatever they put in there, hot mustard. I don't know what ingredients or what material. Maybe you got to, look at that.
Yes. The Ranger had reporters go out yesterday and wonderful photos of it being installed. Yeah. And this one is going to last 3 to 4 years.
Wow.
And it looks phenomenal. If you haven't been over there, drive by it.
Yeah, drive by. And what I noticed this morning, it's got some glitter to it, which I found very, very just beautiful, with those colors. And did you notice that, hot mustard? Is it just me? Maybe the way the sun hit it.
I noticed when I was driving yesterday, and what I think it is, I think it's the grip.
Okay.
So slip.
Yeah.
I was in Seattle a couple of years ago, and they had the rainbow crosswalks everywhere. And
yeah,
I remember walking on one, and it was like paint though. And Seattle's very wet. Yeah. And I slipped and fell.
Oh, no.
But no, this crosswalk, it's protected against the heat.
Yes.
You won't slip and fall on it. It's great.
So there's some new technology out there that they invested in that I think will, like you said, make it last longer. And it looks great. It looks like it doesn't look, and I don't think it's paint, as you said. It's something different that just makes it really pop. So if you haven't been by there, I think it's a point of pride for SAC and our neighborhood. And we'd love for folks there. I always see folks taking pictures, and it's a little dangerous, right? People want to lay out and take a picture or a selfie, and that's all I do. Don't lay out in the middle of the street, take a picture in the rainbow crosswalk.
Very careful. Yes, very careful.
Right.
but the great thing now it's ADA accessible.
Yes.
Even more ADA accessible.
Boy, when they got on those ADA sidewalks here before they started to redo that street, and boy, the accessibility is very, very nice now. So very, very proud of the work they're doing. The city of San Antonio to give our students the freedom to be able to move through the different businesses in San Antonio College. So way to go, city of San Antonio. Thank you for looking out for SAC students in our backyard.
Yes. And the Ranger, as we had mentioned, they won a pacemaker.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the Pulitzer Prize of college newspapers.
Boy, they it seems like every year they win something, right? And it's always something big. But let's face it, the Ranger does an amazing job, and they represent the college and the entire district and really the entire community very, very well. So shout out to our journalism club, our Ranger newspaper, all the faculty and advisors and student journalists. And I'm telling you, those journalists are something else, that we've actually employed some of them. That's how good they are. So very proud of the work they do there. Award-winning newspaper.
Yes. It seems every year it's the Ranger wins again.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Wellness 360 open house going on tomorrow. This is going to be 1 to 3 on the first floor of the Nursing Allied Health Complex. And you can learn about the services, and the refreshments will be made available. And so we have an on-site clinic now for students.
We do. And UT Health has been an amazing partner, School of Nursing. And we have we have a medical doctor here. We have nurses, nurse practitioners. We have amazing professionals, highly credentialed professionals that are here for our students, which I don't want our students to hesitate. If you're not feeling well, or you just need to see someone to say, hey, what about this or what about that? Just, you're welcome. Go on in there and we'll figure it out. And but it's a great facility. You step in there, you feel like you're in a full-blown, medical facility somewhere in some other part of San Antonio. It's not going to feel like San Antonio. That's how well we've done to make it like a full clinic. And it is a full clinic, but it feels like it too. It's not just a couple of classrooms put together, right?
Yeah. No, it's great. It's fantastic. And I believe the last time we had an on-site clinic was 2008, 2007,
around there.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the rules in funding had changed for student activity fee. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was being funded by the student activity fee.
It was, and then there was some medical oversight requirements that really made it a little cost prohibitive for us at that time. But luckily now, in partnership with the wonderful UT Health School of Nursing, we've been able to do it without incurring a lot of costs. So it's kind of a shared kind of model and a win-win for our community. So tremendous partnership, and I can't thank our partners enough for stepping up and doing so many great things for our community, especially for San Antonio College. And there's one located at Palo Alto College as well. And I also want to emphasize that this is for all Alamo College's student. It doesn't matter if you attend SAC or not, or if SAC is not your home college, that's okay. If you're an Alamo College's student, you can attend the one at PAC, or you can go to the one here at SAC. The most important thing is to get the help that you need so that we can get you right back on track to feeling better and get you right back into focused on your studies.
Yes. More information, alamo.edu/wellness360. And there's also telehealth appointments. So if you don't think it's too serious and you want to do it over the computer, you can do that as well.
That's great. That's another great option, right? That good example of that is what is it, Hot Mustard? Maybe like I think I have a sty, and that'd be a great one to do. Kind of just say, hey, well, have you done a telemed kind of thing, video thing before?
I have not.
They'll get you to put your iPhone right up to your eye, and they're like, "Yep, that's a sty. We can get you medication for that."
Oh,
so wow. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now, it doesn't apply to everything, right? But
yeah,
if you think that would apply, why not? Why have to physically go in when we can use technology to have a doctor diagnose you, right?
Mm-hmm. Technology, I love it.
I love it. Love it.
So interesting news. U.S. Representative Jahana Hayes, 5th District of Connecticut, introduced a bill closing the College Hunger Gap Act of 2021. And she says college student hunger soared during COVID-19, and we definitely saw that here.
Yes.
38% of students said they regularly missed meals because they were less hungry or stressed. So Hayes's bill would require the government to inform students about their SNAP eligibility through the financial assistance form known as FAFSA.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
How cool is that? It's almost like a one-stop shop, right? You apply for financial aid, and embedded within your FAFSA, right, is the SNAP application to be able to qualify for SNAP benefits. But we here at San Antonio College, at the Advocacy Center, have counselors and social workers trained to help you, and we are authorized to get you the application that you need to get those benefits. There's absolutely, I think it's a benefit to you, and I think students should take advantage of it. But at the end of the day, you and I've talked about this, Hot Mustard, going through school. We thought, hey, all we had were ramen noodles, and we thought that was like normal. Well, it wasn't normal. Maybe we were also very food insecure and couldn't, I know I didn't have at times, going to college, a meal, but we satisfied it with the bowl of noodles, and we thought, okay, well, that's normal. It's just broke college students, right? But actually, this has been a major problem across the country for a very long time. And I'm so proud to see that the colleges and universities, especially here locally in San Antonio, are stepping up in big ways, like partnering with Whataburger and partnering with HEB and the food bank, and to ensure that students have everything they need to be successful in the classroom.
Definitely. And it's not just a college thing, community college thing. This is also universities.
That's right.
Well. And you got to think of all the universities that are in small towns.
Yes.
And they don't even have the luxury of having a convenience store nearby where they can go get that $1 ramen soup.
Right.
So, and we hear about all the time with, this is, I'm glad something is being done.
You froze for a little bit, or I froze. One of the two. Can't tell.
Technology. Yeah. So closing the College Hunger Gap Act of 2021, and good luck. I hope it passes.
Well, he or she, is it a she or a he or
She.
a she? She's got my
Johanna
vote.
Hayes.
Yeah, she's got my vote. And obviously, I think SAC specifically we've done an amazing job helping our students, but not just at SAC. All the Alamo colleges have some form of advocacy center around a food pantry, counseling, crisis intervention, medicine, all these resources. But obviously, I still believe there are students out there that may be hesitant to come or be hesitant to check. I was eating lunch in the cafeteria, I think it was last Friday, and a bunch of students came in, and I think they had just missed the cafeteria that just closed, and I sent them over to the advocacy center. They could not believe the sandwiches and the salads and things donated by Starbucks, which is another tremendous partner for us, to get them some free food. I mean, they were there all day. They hadn't eaten. And they were so excited to be able to have a sandwich for lunch and then go off to their afternoon classes, right? So it's working. We need to get the word out. Our students are going through very difficult times, and no one should go without food in their bellies, right? Especially if they're here all day trying to get through and work and go to school. So SAC is here for you. Alamo College is here for you. I believe the entire city of San Antonio is here for you.
And speaking of the advocacy center, they're going to have a series of workshops this semester, and they're actually having one tomorrow. This is going to be at 12 o'clock, and it is the mental health preparation for a fall return to campus. And we're going to do some exercises and mentally prepare you to come back on campus. It's a virtual workshop. It's open to any student that's enrolled this semester. And if you just head on over to alamo.edu/SAC/student advocacy fall 2021 workshops.
I think you and I've talked about this, Hot Mustard, that the ritual of beginning a new semester, right? If you don't do that, you almost feel like these semesters are kind of all linked together, and then you feel like you're not taking them in incremental steps. It's important that you start a semester, try to get whatever that is that you need to prepare for that next semester, close out the semester, and then start a new semester. I think if you take those in steps like that, you will achieve success. But I also know if you're not aware that you're not doing that, it just feels like this endless journey, right? That when is it going to end, right? So yeah, so I get it.
The last year of my bachelor's degree, it was I took 14 courses that year.
I remember you. Yeah.
52 weeks a year. 7 of those weeks I did not have class. I don't recommend it.
Right.
But yes, you have to put a stop to a semester.
Right.
And you have to do something to separate them. Otherwise, it will feel like it's just dragging on throughout the year.
I believe that, because I remember that's some insight. That's some wisdom from 2 individuals that have done it the hard way and learned some tricks going through that, to say, when you stop something and you start something fresh and new, it's actually very invigorating, right? Because there is some excitement to taking those courses, especially if they're courses in your field, right? Because you're going to go into that specific profession. And I'm going to tell you, I know it sounds a little nerdy, but it's exciting. It is exciting. Learning is fun. Learning should be exciting. Learning new content, learning new material, right?
Yes. And you don't have to become an expert in what you are studying, but try to immerse yourself in the material, and you'll be surprised at the fun you can have.
Of course.
SAC's American Sign Language program is helping meet the growing demand for entrepreneurs. There was a U.S. News and World Report, and it listed interpreters as one of the best jobs for 2021. And it was no surprise to Dr. Tom Cox. And
right.
We need interpreters.
We do. And think of folks, and what we're seeing now are folks that are in business, right? Maybe they have a shop or a small business. And I know this was a story of one of our a business owner who had a barber shop, and he felt that if he could get this credential and become an interpreter, he could he could open his business up to more individuals in San Antonio. So he had a very successful business, but he came back to school to get that interpreter certification, get the training. And now he is the go-to for the deaf community when they need anything regarding their hair or their products. Or so because of his ability to communicate effectively with the deaf community, he opened up a whole new opportunity for his business and in a way to give back to his business. I just think that is such a success story, a way to think outside the box, to say there are people out there that need our help. And I think American Sign Language is the way to go. And I want to give it up to Dr. Tom Cox and his entire faculty out there. I mean, they are amazing. They are award-winning, best in the country, best in class to provide the level of education and training for American Sign Language, no doubt.
Yeah, and employable right out of the gate.
No doubt.
Ready to
No
go.
doubt. No doubt.
Mi Gente World Heritage Month. What's the name? We're here in America. Mi Gente Heritage Month celebration. So many things going on. Wednesday, October 6th, 6 to 7:30 on Zoom is the Mi Final Aseguraron, a virtual panel discussion and Q&A with regional Mexican music dominating the U.S.-Mexican border. It's a documentary. Very awesome. Very awesome.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
I was going to say, Hot Mustard, I did the opening for the Mi Gente to kick off, and boy, I didn't want to leave. I knew I had another meeting right after that. I think I stayed for 30, 45 minutes. I didn't want to leave. That's how interesting it was. And I learned something new, especially, Dr. Lisa Ramos and the entire staff over there and what they do, the committee, because you think you know everything about your culture or your gente until you really start to understand some of the history and some of the connections to why things are the way they are. And it's pretty compelling. And I think our students are so blessed to have talented faculty and professionals out here that really know and can be able to articulate kind of who we are and why is it so important to celebrate our culture and who we are as individuals. So I want to encourage you guys to, I've said this before, that learning is not just for the classroom. A lot of the learning also happens outside of the classroom. This is a great out of the classroom learning experience for students to take advantage of.
Yes. Also, sugar skull making and wine bottle painting, and the empty wine bottles. Don't get excited.
Don't get excited.
This is going to be next month, and that's October 14th, 1 to 3. And you can find all these events. They're online, alamo.edu/SAC. Go to the events page, and they have a link to the Mi Gente Heritage Month celebration events.
Yes.
And there's many, many, many going on. Also, San Antonio College Staff Senate is hosting a school supply drive. This is going to be benefiting Zavala Elementary, and they're looking for school supplies. So if you would like to help, you can drop stuff off in the Moody, room 100, the Lofton Student Center, room 151, and the NAHC, room 310.
Every kiddo in our backyard deserves to start the first day of school with brand new school supplies. And it's heartbreaking to know that there are kiddos out there that don't have that because of some very limited resources. So I'm so proud of the work that Staff Senate does to ensure that we adopt a school and that the kiddos that need school supplies will have school supplies for the entire year. So I can't be, I'm so proud of what Staff Senate does. And I know faculty join us on this. They all pitch in to ensure that students get off to a great year, excuse me, and are successful.
Yes. Rapid fire question. Is SAC making any progress for offering a bachelor's degree in interpreting?
I tell you, that's one of the areas that we're ready. We're ready that we could very easily make the application and become a baccalaureate granting program. However, the state of Texas only allows 5 per college or per district. So SAC already has the BSN, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I need to wait to see what my colleagues are going to do from the 4 other colleges. I can assure you, if one of my colleagues passes that up and says, we're just not ready, or we don't want to do that right now, I will definitely make the ask and the pitch that our next degree be a bachelor's degree in American Sign Language, no doubt.
So does that mean the Emma Colleges district as a whole can only offer 5 bachelor degrees?
Only 5 baccalaureate degrees, right? So we have one already. I've got to be able to give my colleagues from the 4 other colleges the ability to say, well, we want to do something. If there's a college that's just not ready or doesn't want to do it, then I will gladly step in and ask to see if we can go for that next baccalaureate degree. Now, I also want to advocate that that our state loosen that up even more so and allow community colleges to offer more, not to be in competition with our universities, to offer degrees that they're really not offering, that are really important in our community. And we don't have a program in American Sign Language here in San Antonio at the baccalaureate level. So I think it would be perfect for us to do that.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, it is that time of the show. We have to go. Remember, testing location for today has moved from the Moody Learning Center to gym number 2 in the Candler Physical Education Center. It's 8 to 12 today. Normal operating testing hours are going to resume Thursday. Also, Fall Flex 2 deadline Tuesday, October 12th. And any students out there wanting to get in on the fall semester here at San Antonio College, come on down to San Antonio College today. Fall Flex 2 rock and roll. It's going down here today, 9 to 5. Come on out, one-stop shop.
I'll be out there. I'm actually making my way over there, so I hope to see you there, guys.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, join us here every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9, right here on the San Antonio College